Thoughts on Undead Chronic? Well, I think that Undead Chronic is the hero that we need. He's not the hero that we deserve. Um, I appreciate his content. I always have. I think there's a lot of Red Pill and MGTOW men who do a lot of helpful videos, which help a lot of men, you know. But I will say that there's not a lot who are brazenly truthful. There's not a lot who, you know, tell it like it is in the most blatant and bold way. And I think that Undead Chronic does do that. I think he's necessary and he's needed. And because of that, people want to shut him down. You know, I don't know if there's any platform that Undead Chronic could actually be on that would support him. I don't know if that's a possibility because of the things that he says, because of the truth that he says, and also the way that he says it. Granted, he's not a nice guy. You know, he's not a politically correct person. But it's called freedom of speech, you know. And platforms are trying to squelch freedom of speech, you know. There's nothing that Undead Chronic says that is instigatory. It's probably not a word, but there's nothing he says that instigates men to harm anyone. He tells the blatant truth, and he comes from a perspective that is, you know, coming out of a derogatory, for lack of a better word, place. Meaning he is directing his derogatory verbiage and language at women who deserve it. What he says is truthful. And that's just the way that it is. That's just the bottom line. He speaks the truth. So, because he speaks the truth in such a way that offends people, which again is part of freedom of speech, people want to shut him down. The PC mob, the liberal mob, the feminists, they want to attack this guy. They want him down. They want him going down, right? So I don't know if there's any platform that Undead Chronic is ever going to survive on. Now, I fully support him 100%. And I fully support his YouTube channel. I fully support whatever else he has because he deserves it. Like I said, he's the hero that we need. He's not the hero that we deserve. We live in a messed up world. It's full of all kinds of darkness. It's full of all kinds of fuckery. And he tells it like it is. And because of that, he's got a target on his back. That just is what it is. It stands to reason. It makes sense. People can't handle someone like Undead Chronic. He's just too blatant. The irony is, you know, pornography is legal, right? There's nothing more explicit than that. That's probably one of the biggest causes of degradation in our society ever. I mean, it directly tampers with the nuclear family unit. Of course, now that we have the red pill, we understand about hypergamy, and we understand that the family unit is a joke anyways. It's a farce. given that hypergamy exists and women won't have a family with a man who's not a good earner, which is fundamentally disloyal, unloyal. But again, that's legal. Pornography is legal, right? It's very explicit, and you have someone like Undead Chronic coming along, speaking the truth, albeit, like I said, in a derogatory way, and yet he's squelched because of that. He provides entertainment. People say, oh, pornography is entertainment. Well, why isn't Undead Chronic entertainment? Pornography directly attacks the psychology of the people who watch it. It distorts love. It distorts normal bonding relationships, and it turns relationships into a sexually founded scenario. But that's legal. And look at rap music. Rap music is a multi-million-dollar a year industry, if not billions, I don't know. And yet, rap music is perfectly legal, promotes the destruction of society, promotes the degradation of morals, promotes the ruination of young people, enticing them to do illegal things, enticing them to take drugs that harm themselves, enticing them to join gangs, enticing them to shoot people, murder. It glorifies all that crap, and yet that's perfectly legal in our society. But you have someone like Undead Chronic coming along, and he's deplatformed, he's banned. And people would argue, well, it's not that he's just telling the truth, it's the way he's saying it. It's how derogatory he is and how disrespectful he is. Oh, okay. So that's more disrespectful than rap music. Him calling a thought, calling a whore, calling a slut is more disrespectful than someone enticing you to murder on a song. You see the hypocrisy that this world is full of? The hypocrisy that the PC world and the liberal world is all about? See, they have no problem promoting negative elements into society. This is how hypocritical women are. This is how hypocritical the liberals are. Oh, we don't want you to go to war in the Middle East because we don't want you to kill brown babies. Yet at home, we're killing our own babies through Planned Parenthood by the tens of millions every year. That's called liberal hypocrisy. We have no problem promoting sexuality for young people. We have no problem. Porn is fine. All that's fine. But when it comes to relationships and telling the truth about how women really behave, then they got a problem because they want their freedom. They want their freedom to be immoral. And someone like Undead Chronic comes along and they can't handle it because he tells too much truth and he has too many followers. His channel was exploding in growth exponentially because people like the truth. And Undead Chronic found a way to make it palatable, to make it fun and funny and interesting to listen to. So yeah, they're going to go after him. And there's going to be haters, and there's going to be people that he attacks who are going to want to report his channel. And he's going to get deplatformed every time. And I'll support every time he comes back. I'll support him. I don't care if he makes 1,000 new YouTube channels. I will support Undead Chronic because that there is a man. That's a real man. That's a hero. Somebody who tells the truth regardless of the consequences. Somebody who's not going to cower to the cancel culture. That's a real man. And he puts out interesting content. And he's the hero that we need, not the hero that we deserve. That's my thoughts on Undead Chronic. Thanks for listening.